Hey, welcome back to Steve Horvath Fishing. Let's talk a little bit about something that I hear a lot about. And I'm guilty of it. I do the same thing. I go back and forth on it. Braid, fluorocarbon. Braid to fluorocarbon leaders. Always? Never ever? Are there exceptions? I can tell you that generally one is better than the other for a situation. It comes down to the right tool for the situation. A lot of times, fluorocarbon alone is okay. Braid alone might be okay. But braid to fluorocarbon might be exactly what you need to accomplish your task. And this is what I mean. We have to remember that anytime we're joining two fishing lines together, whether it's mono to mono, mono to dacron, braid to mono, braid to fluorocarbon, whatever, you're adding another connection, and that's a possible failure. Are you willing to live with that possibility, even though you can minimize it? Okay, yes. These are the situations where braid to mono becomes a factor that will catch you more fish. If I'm fishing over top of dense grass with a buzz bait, I'll go straight braid. No problem, straight braid. Same thing with pads, straight braid. But what if I'm fishing over top of that dense grass and I need to use something like a walking bait, a spook type bait, sexy dog? Well, that's a situation where you might want to take 30-pound braid and put a short 12-inch section of 20-pound monofilament on it so that the hooks don't get tangled in the braid so easy. That way you have the zero to low stretch of braid, you have the stiffness of the monofilament keeping the line getting tangled from the hooks. Makes perfect sense. Next situation. Let's say you're fishing deep. Braid to fluorocarbon with a fluorocarbon leader accomplishes something that you can't do with fluorocarbon. It's just not happening. The smaller diameter of braid helps you get deeper, quicker, with less weight than straight fluorocarbon. And it might be the difference between using a 1/2 ounce weight and a 3/8 or even 5/16. It can make a big difference in your bait presentation, the size of your actual lead or tungsten, whatever we're going to use. And as a rule of thumb, I like to fish with the lightest actual weight that I can get to the bottom. So if you're fishing current for smallmouth, if you're fishing deep water, like drop shotting for smallmouth and stuff like that, a lot of times braid to fluorocarbon makes absolute sense. Hey, in my opinion, there is no always and never, especially when it comes to braid and fluorocarbon. Hey, for Steve Horvath Fishing, I'm Steve.